Don't wait for tomorrow. Live for today. Keep chasing the sunshine and go out and play.
Happy New Year, everyone! And from our coaching Gamily to your family, we are sending the declaration of blessings and favor. We pray for a brand new year filled with hope, love, and peace. And welcome to episode 927 of Brewing Live, the community project of DCAP Coffee Republic in partnership with Life Coach Philippines International. And we are starting a new series dedicated to your resolutions for the year 2024. And for the whole month of January, we will be talking about common intentions for transformation and new beginning. So if you are someone who, usually it's a new year, right? But it's January, it's all about what is it that we want to achieve in this coming year. So join us daily as we brew a thriving year and breathe life into your New Year's resolution. That's what we're going to do here in this digital space. And today's conversations, I'm going to talk to you about savings and budgeting after the holidays. So please join me, tag your friend in there and invite someone and keep us, don't keep us a secret. Let's have a conversation. Let me help you out in your journey, especially if you're someone who's going through some challenges with your savings and your budgeting right now. And if this is the first time you're joining me, I am Life Coach Shaun. I am the man from Pasig City. I'm passionate about helping individuals see their life problems and challenges from a meaningful perspective, which increases their horizon, that leaves them with a new sense of knowledge and guiding them to live a much better life than when I found them. That is what I want. That's what I'm passionate about. Every time I have a conversation with people, it's really just helping them out, see things from a different perspective, and sharing with them some knowledge, wisdom, and tips that they can use for them to have a better life. And at times, we are able to talk to different people, and engage with them that, there's not really intention of helping them. You just say hi, hello, or sometimes you don't talk to these people. But imagine if you can be in a state in which someone would talk to you and just allow you to see things from different perspective, that you would have that aha moment now to make a decision to do better. And I remember one time when, specific to the topic that I'm going to share to you about savings and budgeting, in which I was going through some tough times with my finances. I came from a family in which we are poor, and we are poor because, we started that way. My father and my mother, when they had my sister and my brother, we were not that well off. I remember that time in which I was eating maybe you've heard about this, in which, pag nagsasaing ka ng bigas and before it was fully cooked, my mom would put sugar in there. That's a kind of life that we have. But when we were growing up, my dad put in the time, the effort for him to be able to raise our lifestyle. And eventually, we were in a space in which, I don't need to think about anything else. I'm provided. My father would buy me these chocolates, these donuts, and all of these different things. But because we live in the province, my father would come home from Metro Manila after work and go to the province, spend time with us. And that is something that is really allowing me to go through the journey. But it's unfortunate, when I was growing up, when I had my family and I was working, I didn't really understand about, or have really no understanding about savings and budgeting. It was not something, known for me, because when I was growing up, my mom and my dad would ensure that we are provided as far as school is concerned, as far as food is concerned, clothing, all of these different things it was provided. But there's no such education on conversation about how you manage your finances. So when I was starting, and thank you, Coach Candy, Thank you, Coach Jean, for joining me today and this afternoon. Please tag your friends in there. We're talking about savings and budgeting. And during those times that I was going through this journey, I didn't understand how to manage finances. Like for me, the basic concept of financing or budgeting is really just ensure that you're paying for the bills, ensure that you're providing for food, you're providing for all of these different things, then you are okay. But that speaks a lot on ensuring that we're able to manage our finances. It's just, very passive for me that I will put my time to earn. I will put my time to ensure that there's food on the table. I will put time for me to ensure that we're able to pay for our rent and all of these different things. But lo and behold, as the years progress, it is something that is becoming a challenge. So share to me in the chat box and the comment below, what is your budgeting challenges? What are the experiences that you have when you were starting with your work? Maybe you were starting your business, or maybe you're just general, your mom or your parents would give you some money and you don't really know what to do with it at times, right? Give you an allowance. Well, okay, where do I spend this? Do I save? Do I spend it here? Do I buy things? And all of these different things. Not really that amount of education that I had from my parents. And going through that, eventually, even though if I was earning six figures in my work and I was paying well, it seems like the money that I had during that time is not sufficient. Our lifestyle is not that complicated. It's fairly, simple. What we only do is we want to eat out, and that's about it. That is, ang tawag doon, luho. Diba? Yan lang yung luho namin, is kumain sa labas, and that's about it. But there are some instances in which I felt that the money that I was earning is not sufficient towards the kind of lifestyle that I have. Maybe you've experienced that in your life, in which you felt that the money you're earning is not sufficient. You feel that parang may kulang. Diba? Parang may kulang. It seems like something's missing. It seems like there are some things in your budget that's not sitting well, and you're constantly challenged towards what is going on. So what I'm going to share with you today is to share with you a tip for you to be able to start taking a look at your budgeting, start taking a look at your finances, and really deep dive on where you are spending money. And the more that you're able to do that, the better it is for you to be able to feel that you are rich. The more it is that you're able to feel that you have the money for you to be able to go to places, go to experiences, and even buy the things that you want and that you need for you to be able to live your life well. Okay, Coach Nords, thank you for joining. Happy birthday, Coach Nords. Yeah, Coach Nords, it is her birthday today from the northern part of the Philippines. So greet her a happy birthday. Just send her some love and some hearts in there as we stay engaged tonight. And what I do currently is, as a life coach, I support individuals who are going through life transitions in the areas of their health, wealth, and relationship. And one of the topics I'm going to talk to you about today is in the specific of wealth. And wealth is something that we're really not really taught how to manage it, diba? Paano ba binamanage yung pera? Naturuan ba kayo? Have you have a moment? And I was not that fortunate in which my mom or my father would really talk to me about how to manage finances. Wala siyang proper education, wala siyang proper training. Although in school, di ba merong subject of accounting, if I remember correctly. Sino pa mga accounting expert dito? Meron ba kayong subject ng accounting to college? I think I have one with that topic. And it's something that I don't know how to use it. I was like, okay, accounting 101, how do I utilize this? It's not really taught well. It's more of just in the aspect of banking, if I remember correctly. But maybe you have a different experience. Let me know. Sabi ni Coach BJ, the formula for income is income minus savings equals expense. Is a wish lang. O tama ka naman, Coach BJ. Parang ang dali, no? Kung titingnan natin, it's just a basic thing. You have your savings, you have your income, you have your savings, and that's about equals expense, and that's about it. Pero it's always income and savings minus deficit. I remember back then, when I was starting, this was like 15, probably 17, 18 years ago. When I started work, I think I was earning 3,000 pesos per cut-off. So roughly around 7,000 pesos minimum wage. And I have, of course, I was married back then. I have a daughter. And it wasn't sufficient for me to be able to at least feed feed me for the week. Experience nyo na ba yun? Na sumasahod kayo, parang kulang pa. And my parents would give me some money, some allowance money to get jump started. So for those people, kung nag-start kayo dun sa pinakamababa, nag-start kayo ng less than 7,000 pesos salary, that is what my earning before. And not really knowing what to do with it. It's more of, okay, gagamitin ko to kasi kailangan ko magbayad ng pagkain. Daily pa lang, di ba? Magkano yung food nun? Of course, back then, 15 years ago, you would be able to buy things na kumakain lang ako sa karinderya that cost you, I think it was 35 pesos. Can you remember? Anyone of you can remember eating in karinderya? Yung mga turo-turo. Ganun lang yung mga kinakainin ko nun eh. That's the kind of space that I would eat. Na because again, you're starting. Yeah, si Coach Nord, 3K lang start noong 1. Di ba? Ganun lang yung start natin, Coach Nord. Si Coach Lady dyan, 6K. So imagine, and I remember, I think back then, I just cannot remember if may tax pa yon. Parang wala ata. Minimum wage ata yung nakukuha ko nun. And the amount of money that I was giving, because I needed to provide for my children, and for my wife and my child, for them to at least have some money. But for me, the money that I have was sufficient for me to at least go on daily commutes and eat every day. So imagine that you're paying for that, so you don't know how to really have that budget. Walang education. Anong ibabudget mo kasi kulang naman yung pera mo? Parang ganun yung mindset ko. Saan ko naman ibabudget lang? Sa pagkain pa lang nga at sa pag-commute, kulang na. And as my career growth, the salary started to increase. I moved in the call center industry back then because we had a second child, which is my son. And back then, sabi ko, the money that I was getting is not gonna be sufficient for me to be able to, itawid yung anak ko, yung family ko. And I said that I need to quit and move towards a better life. And during that time, the call center industry, so nakapagtrabaho dito sa call center, yan, shout out sa inyo. Let me know kung if you work in the call center industry, naging agent kayo, or naging technical support representative kayo, customer service support. Let me know. Put it in the chat box in there. Or maybe you have a friend in there who works in the call center industry and the BPO industry. Tag them and have them join in. Let's have a conversation in savings and budgeting, because this one is also a challenge for the BPO industries, for in the call center industries, which people, what happens, and maybe you experience this, is, naalala nyo ba yung nagpapautang ng card, ng ATM? Have you experienced that? I've heard about that, in which what would happen is these people in the call center industry would give their cards to someone that they would loan to, tapos ang gagawin is yung naloanan nila, nautangan nilang mag-withdraw ng pera, tapos ibibigay na lang sa kanila yung tira doon sa pera. Diba? So that becomes an endless cycle of setup in which that, diba? Pagdating pa lang sa pera mo, sabi nila, diba, dumaan lang sa palad ko. Parang ganun, diba? Yung sahod ko, dumaan lang sa palad ko. Ganun yung experience. And you're not able to enjoy it because you're always constantly thinking about, okay, how much will I get this month? Magkano yung utang ko? Ilang buwan pa ba? Ilang taon pa ba babayaran ko yun? And it becomes a challenge for many of us. And this is where a lot of stressors, comes in with specific to the areas of your wealth, because we feel, and if you joined yung class ni Master Coach A yesterday in Life Coach Corner, and I encourage you to go through Life Coach Philippines International, by the way, and watch Life Coach Corner every evening. It's around 8:30 p.m., 8:30 p.m. Master Coach A talks about a topic on wealth beyond numbers, and she talks about the broke belief. Yeah, sino nakapag-attend nito yung broke belief? Yeah, let me know if you've attended or you watch it. If you haven't watched it, please watch the replay. If you can share the link in there, coaches, kung may share nyo yung link ng video kagabi, please share that so other people can benefit. And it's a broke belief. And the broke belief comes from a perspective in which you feel that money just comes in. Diba? Parang dumadaan lang siya. Of course, Master Kushe talk about 5 broke mindsets. But for me, the mindset that I have about money is just, it's there, so spend it. It's there, just spend it. You don't need to budget it. Basta may pera ka, di gastusin mo. Pag meron kang pambili sa mga gitong bagay, gastusin mo. And it's a simple mindset. However, it doesn't work. And she talks about this mindset about, that the number one is I don't want that opportunity because the resources that you have is finite, and eventually if you invest on that, you'll lose it. So a lot of these different things we're not able to really see how it's affecting us and how it's affecting our decision making. But as we understand why we need to understand savings and budgeting, then it makes a whole lot of difference. And going back to my story about starting in the call center industry, mabilis yung growth ko. Every 2 to 3 years, I got promoted. So lifestyle gets moving up and moving up and moving up. But the way that I see money, it didn't improve. There's no improvement. It's the same thinking. It's the same thought process. It's the same spending. Ang nag-difference lang, of course, nag-elevate or nag-level up yung mga kinakainan. Dati kumakain lang sa fast food, di ba? Yung mga famous fast food. Tapos biglang nag-restaurant. Tapos nag-escalate, tumataas sa fine dining and so on, but the way that you spend, it's still the same. And during the holiday season, especially if you're someone who usually spends in December, you would buy gifts, you would buy all of this stuff that you've been parking for some time because of course wala kang budget, naantay mo yung 13th month pay mo, o maybe meron kang mga savings dyan na kukunin mo, i-convert back mo, but it's not really helping you out in your journey to feel that you are rich. Imagine that you're earning this amount of money but you feel broke. Ayan, going back, shinare ni Coach Nord and Coach Lady dyan long link ng video. So please watch that afterwards so that you can relate towards what I'm talking to you about. That you feel that the money that you have is not sufficient towards or it's not commensurate towards what your life is. So imagine this. Imagine where you're earning a lump sum of money, a huge amount of money that would feed a handful of people, but feeling still when you wake up in the morning and you see your clothes, you see your children, you see your the things that you buy, you even see about or think about how you're taking a look at the expenses that you have, you tend to pull back and say, ano ba nangyari? Where is my money going? How am I currently managing my money? And I don't feel that I am rich. So I needed to pull back. And I've experienced this. I've been working in the corporate world for 15 years. I'm very good. I'm super blessed with bosses, with salaries, with increases and what have you. But I still feel that there is something missing until I found out. No, I found out that the biggest challenge that I have is budgeting. That is really it. Because you can save, right? But why are you saving in the first place? There's no reason why you need to save. And this has been a constant challenge to many of us. And what my hope in this session is to be able to give you some tips. I'm going to give you some 7 steps for you to be able to budget your money. So budget intelligently, but budget in a ways that would allow you to really live in a rich life. So what I'm going to do is give you permission to start doing what you want. If you want to acquire something, then you can do it. If you want to experience different experiences, maybe you want to go to maybe you want to go to an amusement park. Maybe you want to experience archery. Maybe you just want to do different things that you have been parking for some time because you felt that you didn't have money. Then that is what I'm going to give to you. And what experience that you have is you're going to experience joy and peace as you do it. Joy because now you're going to live in the present moment. You're not going to think about your past or the future. Hindi ka na mag-iisip na, ay, kasi nung back then, nung ginawa ko to, parang hindi magandang result, or future which you feel that you don't have any money anymore. And of course, the peace that you are living and enjoying the present moment. And of course, we're going to use that in the platform of life coaching. I've been in the life coaching profession since 2018, and I've learned that life coaching will really just allow you to learn more about yourself so you can decide which one to keep and which one to let go in your life, making you feel empowered to take control and fulfill your potential. So that is what we're going to do right now. And if you're ready, you still have friends in there, have them hop in. I'm going to talk about 7 steps that you can do. And I've been using this for some time in my profession outside of life coaching, my day job or my job, which is in the workforce management sector. And it's a profession that really talks about budgeting and planning. So that's what I'm going to share with you. and it has worked for me by far so far. If you've known me, there's a lot of transformation that I did with my family and my children. And by the way, if you want to check out how you can start making a shift with your children as far as budgeting and savings is concerned, you might want to talk to my children. They have a new business, which is the Creative Nook or Creative Brewers. They have their Facebook page, Creative Brewers. So if you can search that, please like and follow them. And what I wanted to do with them is to help them out move towards being not being an employee. So the goal is for them to have their own business, which we were very successful with it. So if you want to know how you can help your children be entrepreneurs, kung gusto mong malaman kung paano yung gagawin as a parent, let's have a conversation. I can share that with you. And if you're interested to go through a journey and a coaching journey, one-on-one coaching session with me to help equip your children to be entrepreneurs, you will equip them and they will go through the journey. Then let me know para matulungan mo sa and they would be future proof. So imagine having your child having that peace of mind that, hey, my children will be okay. Kung mawalan ka man matrabaho, kung may mangyari man sa'yo, kung magkasakit ka man, your children will be okay. It's possible. My children are now earning. They started in December, and they're doing very, very well. They're utilizing their talents for them to be able to earn. So kung yan yung something that you want, let me know. Let's have a conversation. All right? So thank you everyone. I hope you're settled now. Again, we're going to talk about budgeting and simple. I'm going to teach you to budget intelligently. And if you have your notes in there, let's start this. So the first step that you need to do is to track and monitor your expenses without judgment. Okay? Usually, sinasabi lang sa inyo, track and monitor your expenses. When you track and monitor your expenses with judgment, you will not be in a good state. So track and monitor with no judgment. Why do you need this? Because you need to understand what you are purchasing, where do you buy, what do you consume, and what are the things that you're constantly, acquiring. Sometimes you would say na, Coach, yung ina-acquire ko mura lang naman. O, di ba? Yung mga famous na e-commerce platform, mura lang naman. But if you totally that, I tell you, pag minonitor mo yan, pag sinulat mo yan, Coach Lynn, no judgment para kalmado si amygdala. Tama, Coach Lynn, di ba? Kasi pag nagsulat mo pa lang, bakit ko ginastos to? Madami ka ng negative thought patterns. Sana hindi ko binili to. Nakatenga lang doon, nakalagay lang doon, hindi ko naman ginagamit. So yung brain, instead of them being able to enjoy the process of just monitoring where the money goes, they stop. So that's why a lot of people go through financial woes because they're not able to get a grip of the emotions and the thinking that they have. So please, when you are tracking and monitoring your finances, huwag ka muna mag-judge. Huwag mo muna awayin yung asawa mo. Huwag mo muna awayin yung kasambahay mo, yung nanay mo, yung mga anak mo. Wag muna. Or maybe you would say, ang mahal-mahal naman yung binibili natin sa pagkain ng mga pets natin. Di ba may mga ganung ba kayo? Kasi ganun may thinking din ako dati. Mahal-mahal naman ito. Parang sa aso lang, pwede ko naman bumili ng mura. But again, there's a lot of different things that you would need to take a look at for us to be able to be in a state of understanding. So yun muna. Track and monitor your finances. Anong tatanungin mo? Simple. What are the things that you purchase? What are the things that you purchase? Where do you buy them? And what do you consume? Okay? What do you purchase? Where do you buy it? And what do you consume? So just keep track of it. What can you do? Either you can use an Excel file, better, of course, Excel. Kung gusto niyo pong matuto kung paano siya i-structure, let me know. I can teach that with you. So that you would see kung saan napupunta yung pera mo. Yun muna, again, wag muna mag-judge. Bawal mag-judge, okay? Wag muna mag-judge. Mas mahal pa yung para sa dog. Tama, Coach Lynn. Minsan napaisip ako, parang mahal naman ang pagkain ng sa asong to. Tapos tayo ito lang yung kinakain natin. So may disconnect, okay? So that's the first thing that you can do. Now, when you're able to track, of course, you will create an Excel file in there. Again, let me know if you want. The next step is for you to plan your budget towards your lifestyle. Yun yung kulang. Plan your budget towards your lifestyle. Kasi anong ginagawa ng mga tao? People would budget based on their present income. Tama? Sino dito guilty? guilty ka, na nag-budget ka based on your present income. Okay? Earning ka ng, let's say, 20,000 per month. Example lang to, ballpark number. 20,000 per month. Then you budget your lifestyle. You use that for you to budget. No. What you need to do is to plan your budget towards the kind of lifestyle that you want. So ano po bang gagawin yon? Tanungin mo lang, simple lang. Ano bang gusto kong lifestyle? What kind of lifestyle do you want? Of course, you would need to break that down. And if you need help, let me know. I offer a coaching session or a coaching program for this to help you out with budgeting. But first is you ask yourself, how often do you want to eat outside? For example, how often do you, what are the types of brands that you buy? For example, okay? Where do you do your groceries? Okay? What are the foods that you eat, you consume? Okay? How often do you travel? All of these different things, even the house choices that you have, that is a lifestyle choice. So when you're thinking about a lifestyle choice, tingnan mo muna kung ano yung gusto mo. Hindi muna yung present. Kasi if you get stuck towards budgeting based on your present income, you will not grow. You will not strive towards achieving a better future. And this is where a lot of people fail in their 20 New Year's resolution with financials, is because they don't have a clear view of foresight of what they want to do. Kumbaga, kulang siya. So they stop, they let go of it. So plan your budget towards your lifestyle. Ano yung kind of lifestyle that you want? Now, when you're clear with that, na-clear mo na gusto kong ganito, gusto ko every year nagtatravel ako internationally, gusto ko every quarter I travel locally, gusto ko every month I eat in a fancy restaurant, or gusto ko every month I cook something at home, because that is a lifestyle that you want. That is something, if you are a life coach, that you're showing that as well to other people, then they would know, ay, parang gusto ko yung lifestyle ni Coach Lin. Gusto ko ng lifestyle ni Coach Marife. Coach Lin dyan. Coach Marife, by the way, if you want to check out their Healthy Hub, if you are in Tacloban, for my friends in Tacloban, my relatives in Tacloban, punto po kayo sa Healthy Hub, sa Coaching Hub ni Coach Marife Garfin. So just check her page, makikita nyo, or timeline niya, makikita nyo dyan po kung ano yung ino-offer niya for my family members or relatives in Tacloban City. Okay? So that's the next. Now, third step is to project your actual income to your lifestyle budget. So, doon ka palang magko-compare. Yung unang step, hindi ka pa nag-compare, magkano yung pera ko, ano yung lifestyle ko. No. Yung third step pa lang. Project your actual income to your lifestyle budget. So, kung nag-earn ka ng 20K, tapos yung lifestyle budget mo cost you, okay, let's dream big, cost you 100K. So, medyo malayo pa, di ba? So, 100K yung lifestyle na gusto mo kung single ka, or maybe you're married, or maybe you have a kid. Yun yung lifestyle mo. Malayo ka pa. At least clear ka. Now, you have a clear set of path of where you're going and why you're getting there. Okay? Clear siya. Okay. 20,000, 100,000, malayo pa. When you're clear with that, you would need to ask, of course, how much variance do you have right now? So, variance mo is you have 80K variance. Okay? And where are you spending your money? Doon ka lang magtatanong, saan mo ini-spend yung pera mo majority? And how is it that this spending is helping you in the process? So, doon pa lang. Wala ka pang ibang titingnan. Magpa-project ka pa lang on what's the variance. Then you move to the fourth step is to start managing your money. So, doon pa lang. Hindi pa tayo nagmamanage ng money, ha? Nag-start pa lang tayo of understanding your history. Yan. In my profession, day job in workforce management, one of the biggest reason why a lot of business would fail is because they are unable to understand or keep track of their performance, of their expenses, of their income, of their business, of their costs, and all of these different things. Kaya same goes sa atin. Kaya madaming tao, they feel broke is because they are unable to see the big picture of their finances. So kung kaya po madaming tao ang laging may challenge sa health, wealth, and relationship nila, it's the same principle. That's why in life coaching, what we're helping individuals first is to understand the backdrop, at least of their history. Because when the person understands why they're doing this kinds of decision, then they would be more open towards taking action. Kasi kung wala kang data at hindi mo ma-acknowledge yung historical pattern mo, then what is there to change, right? You cannot change something that you cannot track. You cannot control something that you cannot track. Tracking is one of the biggest factors a lot of people are feeling in different areas of your relationship. Ayan, binigyan ka na kita ng tip. Kung gusto mo maging successful, keep track of things para maayos tayo. Okay? Project your actual income to your lifestyle. Thank you for the comments. And Coach BJ, indeed, we feel broke because we do not see where our money goes and not doing actions to address it. Yeah. Kasi yun yung Coach BJ eh. Paano mo bibigyan ng action if you don't know where the money goes? Diba? You don't have data. And ito talaga, kung may gusto akong matutunan nyo is the tracking aspect. Again, track without judgment. Track and monitor without judgment. Kaya pag nag-judge tayo, ayaw niya natin gawin. Ayan, mahirap din i-manage something we are not clear about. So true, Coach. Kaya kailangan muna yung lifestyle. Yan, mag-manage muna tayo ng lifestyle para clear ka kung ano yung lifestyle. Okay? So again, step number 4, that's the only time that you would go to start managing your money. How do you spend and allocate your money? Yun na, doon pa lang, malayo pa. Fourth step pa before ka mag-start ng manage yung money mo kung saan mo ginagamit niya. And I tell you, pag na-master mo yung 3 steps, you'll be okay. You know, you're gonna flow and so on. Yung next na doon, after that is the step number 5 is to keep track and adjust. O yan, mag-a-adjust ka na. Bakit? Of course, itong journey ko, I think I've done this last year where I restarted to recalibrate on where my money was going because I feel that something is wrong with my finances. I can't seem to get a grasp on what's going on with my money. So what I did is what I'm sharing with you right now, and it works. It works, by the way. It will take time. It's not an overnight thing. But when you create that habit, so yan, I love the tracking, especially the habits. So tama yung coaching. Pag na-create mo yung habits na yon, you'll be okay. You'll feel really so empowered that, okay, dito pala napupunta yung pera ko. Ito pala, ang tawag ko po sa budgeting, I call monies that you lost. And when I say lost, of course, nagastos mo naman yan. But it's lost because it's not within budget. I call that bleeding. So you're bleeding money. It means when you feel that the money that you have is not sufficient, but you know subconsciously that you have sufficient money, there is something bleeding in there. Okay? May nagbi-bleed dyan. And Coach Lana, yan. Coach Lana, I know we have a conversation before at DCAP, no? I shared with you the bleeding. May nagbi-bleeding ka. Kaya hindi mo alam kung saan nawawala yung pera mo or saan mo ginagamit. And when you're keeping track of that, take time. Now, the keep track and adjust phase, which is step number 5, will take time. Probably take you around 2 to 3 months. You can extend that further for you to see where you're using your money. Bakit? Mag-a-adjust ka. Malalaman mo. Siyempre, yung mga emotions mo, magte-trigger pa dyan. Bakit ko ba ginagamit dito? Bakit ko ba binibili to? Bakit ko ba ginagawa yan? O, tapos kakausapin mo yung asawa mo, kausapin mo yung mga bata, and all of these different things. Again, no judgment. O sa una pa lang, step number 1 pa lang, sinabi ko, no judgment muna. Credit card can cause bleeding. We don't usually forget this area. Yes, Coach BJ, yan. Credit card. I have a lot of those. I think I have 5 credit cards that, unfortunately, I don't have a good credit limit. I fixed that this year. It's something that I said I'm gonna fix. I'm gonna increase my credit score for me to be able to loan and borrow money for future endeavors in business. Of course, credit card, please. Tip. Maybe I'll talk about credit cards in the future. Don't use your credit card if you don't have the capacity to pay. Do not use credit card or even have credit cards if you don't have the capacity to pay. The only time that you will get credit card is if you have the budget for that money. And if you want to know more about that, I can help you out. Kung nag-i-start pa lang kayo or kung may mga utang kayo na gusto kong yung bayaran yung credit card, kayang-kaya yan. Just let me know. Okay? Now, once you're done with that, step number 6, learn the why behind your purchase. So, dun pa lang tayo maglalagay ng why. Why are you purchasing A? Why are you purchasing B? Why are you purchasing C? Why are you using your credit card to buy this? Why are you doing that? Lahat na why. Okay, mamaya baka sabihin mo, Coach, di ba why? Bawal po yun kasi judging na yun. You have the data to prove it already. So now it's an inquiry because the behavior is already has a necessary data point to prove that the behavior is true. Because minsan, the truth hurts. Totoo naman. The truth hurts naman talaga. But at least, it will set you free. It will set you free and it will heal you. Pag nakita mo, okay, ito pala binili ko siya kasi ganito, binili ko siya kasi na-stress ako, binili ko siya kasi yung friend ko bumili din, binili ko siya kasi parang maganda lang tingnan, parang maganda lang na naka-display doon. Okay, tapos nung nabili mo na, kumusta ka naman? Okay, wala pa rin nangyari. So, that's the thing. And lastly, step number 7, very simple, is to repeat lang. Repeat the process. Track and monitor with no judgment. You go through plan and budget towards your lifestyle, and so on and so forth. So what am I trying to say with you? The feeling of poor, or yung sabi ni Master Coach ikahapon na broke mindset, broke belief. Yan, hashtag broke belief. Kung napanood nyo po yung kahapon, put that in the chat box. Hashtag broke belief. If you watched the video of Master Coach last night, if you haven't, please watch that after this. One of the biggest reasons why we feel broke is our inability, sa lahat ng nasabi ko, of course, sabihin ko sana katamaran. Totoo naman talaga. Parang tamad tayo. But it's really just our inability to keep track of our money. Bakit? Very tedious kasi mag-track, di ba? And times people do track it without a clear intention on why you're tracking it in the first place, di ba? Or maybe your intention is not commensurate towards the purpose of tracking it. Why do you track? You track because you need to understand your thinking and behavior. You need to track because you need to understand the way that you think and the way that you behave and the way that you feel. Lahat po yan. That is the intention. You don't track money because you don't want people to say that you're winawaldas mo yung pera. No. Or even, ayaw mo siyang ma-feel na masabihan kang nawawala yung mga pera and all of this thing. That is an incorrect mindset. The way that you need to take a look at managing or tracking your money is because you want to understand how you're thinking, feeling, and acting. And the more that you're able to track that, I tell you, it's gonna make your life super simple. Super simple. The simpler it is for you, the better it is for you to have the lifestyle that you want. Because the reality is, the money that you have, if you just keep track of it, you'll be okay. But if you're budgeting, kasi meron dun sa steps that you budget, you allocate your money. If you have spare money on the items that you budget, for example, grocery items, nag-budget ka ng 5K dyan every month, at least for the time being, based of your income. Maybe yung lifestyle mo is 20,000, whatever that amount is. But if you're using that money on other aspect para matapalan, ang tawag ko dyan, tatapalan mo, I tell you, you're gonna bleed. You're gonna bleed because you're not being true to what you plan for, what you've set, or what the intention of the money is. A lot of people go broke or they feel broke even if they're earning high is because they're utilizing the budget to other things. Don't do that. I tell you, don't do that. It's gonna hurt you. And if it's hurting you right now, that's the biggest reason why a lot of people are having challenges with money. So keep track. Where do you put your money on? How do you invest it? Or how do you use it? And if there's something wrong in there, it's not in alignment, please realign it, recalibrate. Okay? So yun lang. That one, I tell you, when you fix that, when you use the budget to the intention, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. It will take time, probably 3 months to 6 months. It took me 6 months to kind of figure out where the bleeding is for me to be able to uplift again my lifestyle. But it's possible. It's possible. Okay. Now, if you need help and support, again, I offer a coaching program for this conversation that we have. If you want to understand savings and budgeting, of course, hindi na po muna tayo nag-usap ng savings. Tsaka na natin pag-usapan dyan. We'll talk about it in the other topic. But again, when you budget, eventually, when you understand your budget, and if you're not using the extra to the budget, then that is the only time that you will get a saving. Okay? Doon lang makukuha mo yung saving. But of course, different conversation pa. Pero yun yung iiwan ko sa inyo. And if you want to know more about how you can further improve this and you want that peace of mind and the joy of spending, let me know. Let's have a conversation. And if you are in the state right now which you feel you need help, go drop by at CACC Coffee Republic. We're open from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. So kung mga night shifters po kayo, kung owl po kayo, yan, kung night owl kayo, at gusto yung nagtatrabaho at active kayo magtrabaho sa gabi and you're looking for a safe space for you to be able to grow and be better, visit us. Tonight, if you are in the metro, if you are in Pasig area, please visit us. We're going to have open mic with Coach Orville, and it's going to allow other people to be in a state of a creative mindset. Maybe you just want to, gusto mo lang magpagpag. By the way, sa Tacloban, may pagpag-class kala Coach Marife. Pwede po kayo pumunta. Coach Marife, what time po ba yung pagpag-class nyo? 7 p.m. po ba o 7:30? Just put that in the chat box po, no? For my friends and my family members ng mga taga-Tacloban. May pagpag-class. Punta po kayo doon. And for people in Metro Manila, CACC Coffee Republic, we're located at Pioneer Center Compound along Pioneer Road, corner Brixton and United Streets in Capitolio, Pasig City. Again, if you need help, message us, and we're just gonna help you out in your journey so that you feel rich. That's what I'm teaching you in my program for you to feel rich. Step number 7, Coach BJ, is just repeat. Simple lang naman. Repeat the process. If you want to feel rich, let me know. You're gonna have that journey, and I tell you, it's gonna be a powerful journey where you're now spending your money intelligently. Hindi lang wisely, intelligently. All right? Join us again tomorrow, same time and same digital space for episode 928. Hashtag Project Reset 2024 with Coach Nords. Yan, Believe You Can by Coach Nords. Happy birthday, Coach Nords. It's Coach Nords' birthday, by the way. Please give her some greetings in there. Tell them happy birthday and wish her well. Okay, this is Coach Shaun, Joya, mentally fit to serve in behalf of Life Coach Philippines. This is us in the Philippines. Maraming salamat. Love, bam, boom. We look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag-and-drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag-and-drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.